Good evening and welcome to Mystery. I'm Vincent Price. Tonight, the premiere episode of a compelling new series, Death of an Expert Witness. A complex and classic whodunit of suspense and murder. This exciting series brings to television for the first time the work of one of the world's top crime writers, P.D. James. She's a great personal favorite of mine. P.D. James, who has inherited Agatha Christie's title as Queen of Crime, has won accolades from readers and critics as one of that rare breed of respectable, middle-class British women who seem to have a knack for taking the fine art of murder and making it repellent and entertaining at the same time. Tonight's episode, the first in a series of 6, introduces her characters. At its center is Chief Superintendent Adam Dalgleish, brainy and contemplative, competent and cool. He is one of the most fascinating of all James's characters, a man intensely devoted to police work, who tracks down his killers with such vigor that one tends to forget that he is also a published poet. James's plots always revolve around a close circle of suspects and the shocking, contaminating effect of violent death in a tightly knit community. So watch carefully and keep track of all the clues in tonight's episode, Death of an Expert Witness, Part 1. P.D. James was born in Oxford and grew up in Cambridge. And even though she knew from childhood that she wanted to write, she never attended a university, simply because there were no scholarships available back in the early 1940s, and her father, a civil servant of modest means, saw no point in subsidizing a girl's education. Instead, she married, had 2 daughters, and worked for the hospital service. Later, she moved to the Home Office's police and criminal departments, and associated with characters not unlike those that you've met tonight at Hoggett's Forensic Laboratory. Partly to satisfy her youthful ambitions and partly to divert her attention from her difficult home life, she began writing when she was in her mid-30s and published her first mystery novel after she was 40. In the 20 years since then, she has written 9 more mysteries. Part 1 of Death of an Expert Witness, as you've seen tonight, is an introductory look at the novel's characters, a kind of appetizer to prepare you for what's to come in the next 5 episodes. The players are at the ready, each of them so different in outlook, age, history, circumstances, and weaknesses. And it's up to Adam Dalgleish to unmask all of their hidden personal histories as next week a murder eliminates one of the characters and the closed circle of suspects becomes tighter. I know that you'll want to join me for Part 2 of Death of an Expert Witness. Until then, for Mystery, I'm Vincent Price. Good night.